So let me go ahead and tell you the story uh, that happened to me today and lived. Well, it all started at 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. Uh, Obviously, I thought it was Tuesday when it was Wednesday. And right away, I started doing my pickups and doing my routine. And I was having a good time. And Dodgers were gonna play in the afternoon, and I gotta start planning and organizing everything for the Halloween party and for me and my woman to go to our Christmas party and just just enjoying the day. So I started by taking my car to get washed and making a video of the day. Obviously, I hit up my muchacha, my woman, my paradise, and I told her how much I love her and have an awesome day and catch her beauty sleep and rest up because she works in the night, everybody. So once I started picking up people, the day wasn't progressing as much money as I wanted. Finally, I got a $59 ride to pick up somebody. And this guy was Canadian, and he wanted to take him all the way to Thousand Oaks. And I picked him up, and nothing but traffic. I got all the way to Thousand Oaks, dropped him off. He told me that he was thinking of going to a Dodger game, and he was telling me that he had tickets. He was going to go to the Scalps. So I started telling him how to do it and everything. I was trying to charge him so I could bring him back to Dodgers and pick up somebody from there. I was charging him like $60, but he ranked it. He says that one of his friends was gonna go too, so they were gonna catch a lift together at a later time. This is about 3 o'clock, and they wanted to be in the Dodger Stadium at 5 o'clock. That's when the game started. The Blue Jays against the Dodgers, World Series, number 4. And so once I dropped them off, it was awesome. It was a good time. I seen like about 20, 30 cop cars pass aside of me, and they're just like zooming, zoom, 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 zoom. I say, oh, they're doing a raid or fucking something. Something happened that caused a big conflict. So I'm over there in Thousand Oaks, off on the 101 and the 405, and I just seen a lot of cops. I dropped up this guy, and I was about to. I wasn't. I was. I say I was in my 120 range of money that I was making. So I was trying to make at least 200, 250. And I needed to put gas. I was running on empty out, and pulled over to a gas station, turned off my app, and I was gonna call it a quits. I mean, it was an awesome day I lived. I really enjoyed it and everything, but there was a lot of traffic. Uh, it's hot, and I don't feel like putting up with people's shit. I want to just wait for the guy. Maybe he calls me again, my number, and I'm gonna wait for him another 20, 30 minutes. He said he was just gonna take a shower, and friend didn't pull up. He was gonna call me if I could take him, and he was gonna give me $60. So I said I'll make my $200, and I was happy. While I'm in the gas station, I turn on my app, and a $35 ride comes up. I was like, you know what? Fuck yeah, I take the $35 ride. It's going towards LA, so I'm gonna pick it up. So I end up driving about mile, 2 miles, and little it was by surprise. I end up picking up a porn star, a stripper, and a Mexican guy named Jose with a broken down truck. And I got there, and they made me wait my 5 minutes for I could pick them up. And they were kind of irritating me, and they were conflicting to leave the vehicle, not leave the vehicle, and they were worried about a situation that just happened. So they end up having one of the girls, which is a porn star. She's also a stripper. Right here in off the 110 and the 105 off of Figueroa. There's a gentleman's club right there, and she's one of the dancers, one of the strippers, and she's black, nice, young. She was about 20, I said 26, 27, and nice, beautiful body, beautiful face. She, I mean, you could tell that she either is an actress, movie star, or someone important. You could tell how she carries herself. And then they had a woman that was dressed as a man, as a gangster. She was a shot caller, the gangster one, the protector, the one that had the gun. And then there was Jose, the Mexican guy. This guy's like 5'6", 150, 160 pounds. He had a 2009 Ford F-150 truck. And when I picked him up, like I said, a lot of cops passed by. And I rolled up to him, and he made me wait 5 minutes. He was having a conversation. He wasn't doubting either to go or to stay with the truck, wait for the AAA, or go or come back, or do whatever he had to. Wow, after the 5 minutes, one of them had two carry-on luggages and like 3 bags, had these white wings, angel wings, and she had all these paints and stuff that she had bought from the store. And I picked her up in the Ross store, and they got in the car. I put the luggage in the back truck. She goes, "Can I sit in the front?" Normally, I don't allow nobody to sit in the front, but I told her, "Go ahead." And as a person trying to make an honest living and a small tip, I told her, I have Spotify, I got YouTube, I got whatever, anything, any music, any song, whatever. I'm more than happy to change it to you. I do have sounds, and I do accept tips. And the bigger the tip, the downer the ride is, the more enjoyable. And they just kind of laughed, but you looked at them that they were tired, burned out. And right away they got in the car, and the ones in the back, the Mexican Jose and the other girl, right away they were kind of scared and talking silently in codes. Like, in other words, like, hopefully they don't come for us, they don't catch us. So they rented our Airbnb house, and they did like a porn video for 3 days. And they hired 2 actresses. One was the black girl that was sitting in front of my front seat of my car. Awesome attitude, very very respectful, very kind and softly spoken person. And the one in the back was like a gangster, the rap artist, the philosopher, and Jose was the director. And then they had another actresses. So what ended up happening, he hired two actresses, and they shot these porn videos. He says he makes about $20,000 for them, and it took him 3 days. So he had all the lighting, he had all the all the stuff, all organized, and they he's a director, and the gangster is the the person that sings and raps, and the way they talk about it, and the way I was seeing uh, the cuts, not seeing them directly, but hearing them, and they made a movie of 30 minutes. It took them 3 days, and about 100 takes, and one of the strippers, the one that wasn't in my car, she ended up getting upset. They paid her $2,000 to both of them for the 3 days, but she was upset that he paid her exactly the same amount to the other stripper, and she says that she deserves more money, and she didn't really like her, and I guess they went at it, they argue, so she ended up burning or causing a big scene in the house that they rented, and they end up burning the couch, not like a fire burn, but like a lighter burn, some leather couches. So the owner got there, and she was Armenian, and she didn't put up with their bullshit, and she didn't like that they made a porn video, and she wasn't into it, but she let it slide, and they were bumping music, and they did a disaster and everything. So when I picked her up, she says that the Armenian owner threw her out because uh, checkout time is at 10 o'clock, and it was 10:15, and she didn't appreciate that they didn't leave on time. And then she found out that the couch was burnt, the leather couch. So the guy, the director, the Mexican Jose, he ended up giving her $1,000 for the couch. But the other stripper, she ended up making a big scene and breaking his windshield and popping one of the tires off his truck. His Ford 150. So that's why they called the lift. And because the gangster girl pulled out a gun, they ended up calling the 911. They ended up calling the police. And so about 10 cop cars got there. And I'm about 4 or 5 blocks away, just seeing all the cop cars just arriving to the house. But I never expected that house was the person that I was picking up. So I ended up picking them up. Like I said, they made me wait 5 minutes, and they were discussing either to get on or not get on. So they ended up getting on. And my ride had two stops. One stop was about 10 minutes away, which is a director. I left him in his house, and he was going to call AAA to come back to the Ross and get the truck towed. And he looked like he had a lot of money, but he looked like he's a con artist, And he was talking about to the girl in the back, and me as a chismoso and nosy, always gotta be alert and hearing all the conversations before I could make my videos, everybody, right? And he says, this movie that, cause she was telling him you only gave her 2,000 plus the thing, plus this, plus that. He goes, I'll still make about at least 10,000 because I almost saw the video for about 20,000, and it should be released in the next 2 3 months. So it gave me the name, and I have them taped in the car. So I'll be looking at that video. And hopefully my girl around me and she doesn't get offended, or she I guess enjoys it like I did. So I end up dropping Jose, and then we end up pursuing to drive to UCLA or USC right here off on Exposition, and we dropped off the dyke, or the woman that is a man, the gangster, the rapper, the philosopher, the boss lady, I call her. She ended up getting off, and she ended up getting the Metrolink off on the 110, and she was going to San Pedro, and she didn't want us to take her all the way home. I guess she was kind of scared, or you know what I mean. Whatever she did might come out on the news or something. So I don't know exactly. So I end up staying with the porn stripper, and to drop her off, I end up dropping her off on Figueroa and Imperial, more or less like 2 streets down. And I dropped her off at her mom's house, and she was gonna get ready. She hasn't seen her mom in about a year, she said. She just came from Texas, from Tennessee and Arizona, and she's been traveling, and she has a gig that they hired her to be the main stripper for the Gentleman's Club, and I wanted to interview her, but she kept talking about hundreds and thousands of dollars and shit like that, so I didn't get to interview her, and she looked like she was wasted and tired and burned out. So I didn't want to instigate it. She had rap music all an hour and a half, and she seemed like a normal person, human, someone straight to down to the earth. Not disrespectful or not. And she was telling me that she's done this year like about 6 or 7 movies, and she was trying to brag on it, but I wasn't really into it. Uh, she was not annoying me, but I was trying to find uh, the way in to have her to interview her, to give her uh, my podcast, to I could put it on my YouTube and one of my stories, and she began telling me that her mom's next door neighbor, the guy that did everything for her mom's I say about 60 years old. She does have 4 brothers, and she's the only daughter. She's the youngest one. He just passed away, and so when I dropped her off, they were having like a moment of silence, and he had just passed away on the way back. So while we're driving back, all his family are gathering, and I guess waiting for the ambulance to pick up the body. He had just died, and the mom was telling us the whole story, and so I didn't get to really ask her any questions, or more into the interview. And she kept talking to all these guys and girls and all kinds of famous people, and telling her about the movie that she just did, which is a porn movie, all right? Women on Women. And it was a gangster. She dressed like 4 or 5 different poses of dressing. And like I said, she was amazing. She looked like a superstar, someone famous. She had all her her, her facial paints, and but she won't be glowing or sweating or being dull. So they she came prepared. And she was telling me that for Halloween she was gonna dance, and then she was gonna go back to Florida, and she had some wings. She was gonna be like a bunny with wings, and she was gonna paint her face white and use a sexy ass dress. She said she bought it for $2,000. And but she first wanted it. She wanted to go to the club, her original club. She hasn't been there in a while, and she was gonna stay for like 2 days and do the Halloween dance and the poses. And like I said, she had bought some wings at Ross, white white wings. She was gonna be like an angel bunny or something like that, and she was awesome. She was beautiful. You could tell she had a body. She was wearing some Levi's loose, and with with a shirt that really didn't describe her body physique. But she was beautiful. She was like uh, a Beyonce. She was like Alicia Keys, something like that, something beautiful. And she spoke softly and everything. And like I said, it was amazing. And that was my ride back. She ended up tipping me $20, everybody. And I ended up having an awesome lift night. And I dropped her off, and she thanked me. We came, and she says that I have a nice car. I told her that's Bertha. And keep doing what I do, keep never change. And she felt that she told me straight out, you're not like a pervert, you're not like a stalker. You're a person that concentrates and does something awesome, because she felt that she was in a safe car and with a safe person and someone that respected her, and she felt awesome. And she told me that whoever's with me, and I told her I'm with my Romy, my number 18. Everybody, she goes, she should be grateful to have a awesome person, and she felt comfortable and safe. And she says that she felt protected in a way that she could be herself. And that's the only reason I didn't ask her more questions, because I didn't want to be up on her or jockeying her or make her feel uncomfortable. Because there are lift people, and we have to respect them and keep our distance and not bother them so much. But she was picking the music, and we uh, we enjoyed it. We had a good time. It lasted about an hour and a half, and she felt secure. And she says that I'm an amazing person, and she felt that I'm a person that has a lot of wisdom and knowledge, and I'm not a stalker or a guy that just staring them down and you know making them feel uncomfortable or like a pervert. You know what I mean? She says that I conduct myself with a lot of respect, and she told me that she loves Mexican people, and that's why she's been conducting her videos with Jose, the guy that he was a director. he was a youngster, like I said. He was like about 24, 25 years old. And he just makes these videos, rents these homes, and sells the videos, I guess. He directs them and he puts the plots on them and everything. And I told him, if he ever needs me to come out on the reviews or anything, I'm more than happy to assist him. But he goes, I got everything under control. It's just that bitch broke my windshield and popped my tires. But that's why he contacted me with Lifton to take him back. His priority is always to keep the girls safe and to make money. Well, everybody, that is my live story today. And it was awesome. I'll go ahead and put some pictures. But, I just wanted to tell everybody doing Lyft is awesome. And respecting myself and respecting my woman, Romy, is an honor. And making money, I ended up making like $250. So it was a good day. And I got to enjoy myself. All right, everybody. That's my story.